Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Immune Defense. A demo. It's a Flash game. It's probably not made in Flash because Flash is broken, but it was on Newgrounds. Certainly seems like a Flash game. I'm assuming since it's a demo, there's going to be more, but I don't know. I used to do this all the time. I'd go to Newgrounds and try to find a video or a quick Flash game that people are having trouble with, and I played it, and I was like, there's not that much to this. But then I looked at some of the reviews, and people are having issues with it. Now, I think the main reason people are having issues is that they don't read the how-to information, which I get because the most important part isn't, like, extremely prominent, but the most important part is about this first unit. They collect the energy to make other units. I mean, this is basically a tower defense plus bullet hell, I would say is the best way to describe it. Kind of unique. You can see all the other units here. Two of the units, the most important unit that you need to have collect glucose, which is the power to make cells. The third unit there, it's a ranged unit. They both have alternate modes. That's also important. I bet people didn't look at that. Like, if you didn't look at the how-to or just like, you're going to have a hard time. And you might have a hard time anyway, but just knowing that you need to make these guys at the beginning is going to save you a lot. Now, if you look all the way up at the top under my HP, that is my glucose. It's at 4 right now. It slowly ticks up. But you send these guys out to attack enemies, and then you have them return to you. Now, that one died before he got back to me. That's bad, but it happens. You don't want to get too greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies, send them back to you. Yum, 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 glucose. The green guys are way easier to defeat. They're pretty much free glucose unless there's a ton of them. So definitely if you see them, send your guy out, bring him back. Now, I just made the 25 level guy. He's the ranged one. He's shooting. Very effective. You might ask, why didn't I make the 2 guy, the 15 cost one? He's almost useless unless I'm missing something, which I might be. I've only played this like 4 times. But the ranged guy can take out people quite effectively in his normal mode. Like, let me just show you, like, look how much damage this guy is taking. He took about 1/5 of damage just by killing 2 little red guys. Meanwhile, my ranged guy there has taken 0 damage. You look back at that other guy, he's almost dead. So, whatever. The highest level guy is essentially a missile defense. I just made 2 of them because I was able to absorb so much glucose at the beginning. And he shoots homing missiles. He can take out groups. Now, like, those green guys can be an issue if there's a whole lot of them. But the missile causes a little bit of splatter, so he can take them out pretty well. But that's pretty much that. If you get to this position, you're in a pretty good shape. You could still be screwed over, but you just want to keep on sending out those little guys to get you glucose. Like, I got a little bit greedy there. He did get back, but if you make someone and they don't give you the glucose, you just wasted 10 energy, and you don't want to do that too often. Now, there's also the alternate mode, Sentry mode. What does that do? Well, they lose the ability to move, but they fire like twice as fast. You get a few of those guys anywhere in Sentry mode. They're incredibly powerful, at least on the demo. I'm assuming there may be more challenges later on. There's only 2 levels here. But yeah, send them out, and see, there was too many guys there. There's probably too many guys here. Yep. I'm doing this post-commentary because I actually tried to do live commentary, and I just repeatedly died. Because there's too much going on. I couldn't explain it while I was doing it, and also dodging things, because I think the most interesting aspect about this game, besides, you know, any other like tower defense type thing I've done recently, is the bullet hell aspect, because there were situations where I made it out because of good, like, just traveling around. Because you're the base in this, at least in the first level. You have to dodge the guys physically. They're not just on a path or anything. But here we go. Now that wave 3 has started, I just need to survive for 1 minute. But I got 3 big guys, and I got 2 ranged guys. We're fine. I just converted the ranged guys to be able to move around again. Didn't really need to do that, but, you know. Oh. In fact, that big guy probably would have died faster if I didn't. Yep. I should have let him eat, like, 1 thing and then sent him back, because now I am out of glucose, and I can't make another guy to give me more energy until I get to 10. And I have to slowly wait for that. You don't want that to happen if at all possible. But it doesn't really matter because I did have enough units on the map. But if that wasn't the case, I'd probably be dead right now. There we go. So you go out, boom, boom. It's 2, 3. That's going to give me how much? Okay, like 16. I'm assuming there's an exact ratio for how much you get per nibble. But there. We're good. This level is done. Now, in the interest of total honesty, I think I died on this level, and I died on the next level once, and I just cut that out. Because, like, the first time I played this, I did very well, and I don't know what I did this time, but it wasn't as effective. Yeah, here you just want to get as much glucose as possible. You're going to need it. Now you are no longer the base. You are part of the base. You have to worry about your HP, but you also have to worry about that guy in the back. Now it is more traditional of a tower defense. You have something to defend besides yourself. But right now, this is the best time to get glucose because there's going to be a lot of guys later, and it's going to be a lot harder to get it because those guys are going to travel out and die instantly. So we're up to 60, still want more. Back, back, back. 70, 80, still want more. Ah, see, I should have called him back. There's been a few times, though, I've tried to call guys back, and they didn't come back right away, and I don't exactly know why. One of the reviews also mentioned that sometimes the game can, like, crash and you can't move and then you have to restart, and that did happen to me once. It didn't happen when I first played, but can happen, and that sucks, but it's a demo on Newgrounds. I am curious to watch if this turns into anything more. So you see I just made those ranged guys and then turned them into sentry mode, because we are going to face a whole lot of guys here. But as you can see, just 2 guys on sentry mode in that choke point. Very effective. We also got my my missiles supporting from the back. We're gonna go full sentry mode here, though. Probably be better if I lined that up a little better. The thing about doing this, though, is it's now actually hard for me to get past. In fact, my little poor rocket guy can't get past. He's stuck. I don't see. I'm doing post-commentary, but I'm willing to bet I tried to call that guy back before he died, and he just didn't respond, which happened to me a few times. Still didn't get him back. There we go. Still didn't get him back. There we go. Finally got the glucose. Good God. But yeah, if it was just this stage would be incredibly easy, but they do throw in a wrinkle eventually. But right now, we're pretty much set, right? Like, what are they going to do? They're just being torn up anytime they come here. Like, look at that. And the big guys look confused. They don't know what to do. And when they finally realize, what they decide to do is die horribly in a barrage of bullets. There we go. This stuff happens in your body all the time, though. It's a big tower defense. Wonder if there's going to be a COVID mode. I also wonder if the pandemic is what inspired this game to be. I don't know. Who's to say? Not I. Come back to me. There we go. We're at 28. It's pretty good. But here's the wrinkle. Guys are going to appear behind me, and I was waiting for that. So I want to set up a sentry in this area. And yeah, the place that those guys are going to come, which is basically out of the walls. You see those exclamation points are pointing. That's where the guys are spawning from. And since there is less of them, this is a good place to gain glucose. You don't want to gain it up front there. Look at that. That is insane. You want to just leave them to their devices. But, you know, you come back, you try to get some stuff, and then you can reinforce the back or even reinforce that choke point. But boy, is it a choke point. Look, you see I tried to go through? I can't. That big guy's blocking me. Now I'm kind of stuck. He can't even go forward. It's crazy. Of course, if that's an issue, you can de-sentry the guys if they're blocking you, but I kind of want them set up like that. It's just unfortunate that now I'm stuck. But there, I got so stuck that I needed to move them. And here we go again. We're going to make more guys. I wish he'd move up a little bit, but it's probably fine. Centrified. So as long as someone doesn't, like, pop up on top, it's all fine. But yeah, the stage is pretty much over. I just need the last 40 seconds. No one was able to get back there. So yeah, look, the game itself on Newgrounds only has, like, 6,000 plays. So I doubt anyone who actually played this is gonna check it, but maybe this will help someone. I used to do videos like this all the time. I miss it. It's just hard to find games that I think are difficult, but I'm able to beat, and I think are interesting enough for me to make a video on. And I see the potential. I don't know what's gonna happen with this game. I don't know if there's gonna be a full release. I haven't done a lot of research on it. I just played it and saw that people are having difficulty. But it's just the fact that... I mean, this stage is more traditional, but I like the idea of, like, a bullet hell tower defense. I haven't really seen anything like that before. Something that, like, tests active video game skills and management and planning and timing. Cool idea. More of a real-time strategy, but more like 2D, classically game skill-based. Anyway, hope that helped or was just interesting. Link to try it yourself. They also have a questionnaire where you can give them feedback, so I'd encourage that. Game came out very recently. In any case, I am CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any more stuff like that, like any more new Flash-like type of games, please tell me in the comments. I would love to find them. It's very hard to find anything that interests me at this point, just because people aren't making them anymore now that Flash exploded, which I get. Thanks, as always, to my patrons, and... I'll see you guys next time. Later.